For this press conference, we'll be able to get around quite a few questions, hopefully. If you could indicate by raising the hand, and we will try and get through as many of you as we possibly can in the allotted time that we have. We'll start off with the first couple with Vinny, but while maybe the answers are going or the questions, try to catch my attention if you possibly can. Vinny for the first.
It's not easy. Catch his attention.
Jürgen, first of all, can you sum up the mood, the confidence within your squad at the moment ahead of the Champions League final?
A very good moment for the club, for us, for the boys, because we have we finished the season in the best way we could. That felt really good, to be honest. And then having the time we had now to prepare the game is really good. So we could do a lot of things, and we didn't have to rush it in 2-3. Or to press it in 2-3 sessions, and so we boys could recover, and we could do already a lot of good things in training today. Obviously, because you were all here, we only did a little athletic session, stabilization, stuff like that. But from tomorrow on, we have again 3 more sessions, which are very important. Looking forward to that, and then will we be best prepared for the game. But don't want to talk about confidence or something like that. Yes, we feel really good, and we think we are in a deserved where we are, because the boys showed really up in all the different games, and it was a very exciting journey so far, and now we want to bring it to a best possible end.
We saw Emre Can out training. Is he going to be fit to play?
It depends with Emre on players. In the situation of Emre, it depends always the reaction on things. But today, let me say it like this: 10 days ago, I didn't think it's possible that he could do what he did today, and that he could do what he did in Marbella already. That looked good. Impression of him is really positive, and but we have to wait again until tomorrow. But the door is, of course, is open. It's really nice to have him back, in the group, and he is really desperate to be part of. And yeah, we will see.
Can I check if there's an update on his future as well? Because reports surfaced around about an hour or so ago that he'd agreed a 5-year contract with Juventus. So is there any truth in that whatsoever?
No clue. Not important in the moment, to be honest. So in this moment, he's 100% here, and that's the only thing I'm interested in. So and anything else, I have really no idea. So that's not important to me in the moment.
Okay, we'll open it up to the floor. Questions? Wait for the microphone.
Yes.
It's quite an easy one. People just here to watch. Gentlemen directly
behind.
Yes.
You don't have to, huh?
Hi, Jürgen. This is Jorge Pérez from Agencia F Spain. I asked the same to Sadio Mane. Real Madrid has arrived into 3 Champions League in a row, 2 Champions League finals. They've got experience from all the players, Cristiano, for example, Sergio Ramos, even Keylor Navas. Is that an advantage for Liverpool, the fact that they don't arrive at the final as a favourites for the bookies? I mean, I don't know if I can explain myself.
Yeah, I understood the question. Only I think about the answer, not about your question.
Maybe I thought.
No, your English is brilliant. It's all good. What did you ask? No. No, I don't think. I don't want to play with that game now in this moment and to say they are more experienced. It's a fact. So then, if there would be an experienced market, they should sell it, because they would be even more rich than they are already. So, but experience is very important in life, but not the only important thing in life. So there are a few other things, and especially in football, I know that, and it's an advantage to be more experienced, but you can level it with desire, with readiness, with attitude, with work rate. You can level, and that's good. That's what I love in football. And so we have our own experience. We are not that positive experience that we won the last 2 finals or whatever, but we made our own experience, and so that's good as well. We are not as long together with this group as Real Madrid, because they not only won the last two of the last three or whatever, they played these finals pretty much with the same team all the time. That is very special as well. So as a group, they are very strong, and that's all fact. But it's still football, and we have a chance, and that's why I think let's give it a try. Let's go there and try to perform on a level which maybe people would say it's not possible for us, but it is possible, and that's exactly what we should do. We did all the things we need in that game. We did already plenty of times during that Champions League campaign, and now we have to do it again. That's it, against a really strong team. And when I saw the game against Villarreal, of course, and I saw the reaction of the international press, but first half was really impressive, to be honest. That looked like they can do whatever they want, and that's against Villarreal, so which is not a bad side. Yes, in second half they closed the game, obviously a little bit too early. In their situation, I can understand that, and so Villarreal came up, but it showed the whole quality. The first 11 strong, and still nobody knows exactly if Benzema will start, or Vasquez, or Asensio, or all these different players. It's a really good football team, but that's how it should be. In a final, you should face a really good football team. Now the good news, we are as well a really good football team, and we are full of desire, and we really work for our dreams, big dreams, and we hope that we can show that. And if we can show that, then we have a chance, and that's enough. That's all.
Would you mind passing the microphone to the gentleman on the front, and then we'll go to the back row, the same thing. Guys at the back, if there's any of you with questions, try and catch my eye, please, during this. Gentleman here, yes.
A quick question in German for RTL. Was wird der Schlüssel zum Erfolg?
Wie antworte ich jetzt auf Deutsch oder was?
Das wird toll.
That's totally up to you if you'd like to answer in
Yeah,
German.
that doesn't make sense otherwise. He's from the chair.
Yeah.
Ja. Die Frage ist jetzt nicht ganz so einfach zu beantworten. Du musst einfach da sein. Du musst konzentriert sein. Du musst eine hohe Frustrationstoleranz haben, weil nicht alles klappen wird im Spiel. Du musst positiv bleiben, positiv starten, positiv bleiben und einfach mutig sein. Extrem wichtig, dass du mutig bist. Das ist nicht so leicht in einer Drucksituation, aber auch das haben wir schon ein paar Mal hingekriegt. Und deshalb würde ich sagen, sehr lebendig, gut organisiert und super mutig. Einfach versuchen, unser Spiel auch. Wir können nicht nur auf uns schauen, wir müssen auch gucken, was der Gegner macht. Aber wenn wir dann die Kugel haben, schon auch zeigen, warum wir da sind. Und das ist, ob es der Schlüssel ist, weiß ich nicht, aber der Plan ist auf jeden Fall.
Okay. We pass the microphone back, if that's okay. Back to English. Yes, Paul.
Jürgen, I think most of the fans have bounced between absolute anxiety and total elation for the last couple of weeks. Have you enjoyed seeing the reaction of the people in the city of Liverpool and around the world, their excitement building up towards this?
Yeah, I love that. No, I really love that. It's great. So a lot of things happened since I came in, to be honest. But the biggest change was how the people changed in the case of how much they like the actual team. I think it's long ago that really not a lot of people talk about having another player in that lineup in this moment. If we would have now this or that, and that's what I feel in that moment, and that's really nice. That helped a lot. But the boys deserved it that year, so it was an exceptional season. Always could be better, but it was really good, and a big step in comparison with last year. And then going to the final, and we all enjoyed these moments together. So the home crowd was really good, and European nights special. I think really if you had Wikipedia or Google, if you put in European nights, must be the answer Anfield, and that's really cool being part of that. And even at the away games, it was outstanding. So, but I know, meanwhile, after 2.5 years, I know us good enough, or a little bit of Liverpool soul, that I know in the moment the weather's good, everything's positive. But until Saturday, that will quite up and down, feeling-wise, and no problem with that. That's all part of the deal, and that's all something we have to go through. Yeah, and then we play a football game. And how I said, as a unit, we are pretty good, really, and I love that fact. And yeah, let's give it a try. That's it.
Can we pass the microphone to the gentleman right on the wing here, if we can? I'm not sure we can. There we go.
Mo Salah.
Jürgen, a while ago you described the football of Liverpool as all-inclusive football. It has been an incredible campaign.
Yeah.
Do you still think that's the best way to define what Liverpool has done this season?
For me, it's the easiest way to describe or define, because we had this. My wife told me already that obviously I'm kind of a drama in football, that it's always until the last second, even the specific games or the season, so I don't like that too much, but it's obviously true. In a moment when you think the game is done, then Rome scores twice. Yeah, but it's no problem. It's we are still here. And we will learn of that, 100%. We learned already a lot, and we will learn of that as well. But now it's clear, if we would have played like Juventus Turin, or would have tried to play like them, because we cannot play that, but if we would have tried, we go out in a group stage. If we would have tried to play like Bayern, Barcelona, Real Madrid, whatever, we would have been out in the group stage. So we have to be a little bit more lively than other teams, because we have a lack of experience. We have, in comparison with the really big teams. So, for example, Real Madrid is a world-class team, we are a top-class team. There's still a difference. And if we are not on the same level, you have to invest more. You have to do more. Doing more can lead to more mistakes as well. But I don't think that there's the moment any alternative to that. And that's why we do it like we do it. But how I said, our game changed already plenty of times. Look more mature in different moments. In a few games it was still a little bit a mixture of unlucky and not 100% concentrated, or intensity of the season, because we had obviously a few injury problems. But I really love that season so far, because it was for us a big step. Last year we were fourth, had a final against Middlesbrough. Nobody wanted that, but we had it and we won it, and it was cool, and we celebrated it until we realized we have still to play against Hoffenheim. So and everybody said it over the year constantly, but we don't play international football during the week. True. And this year we had international football, and obviously the longest journey so far, and we are still qualified for the Champions League. So for us it's a big step, and I really like that. And how's that? Good moment for Liverpool. Now we have to round it up. That's it.
We've got two major agencies over here. If there's any more, we'll come to you in a bit. Okay. Here first.
Dejan's just been in, and he said he's felt a much more confident player since Virgil van Dijk came in. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that him develop or improve since Virgil came in?
How was the question? Do you remember the question? Do you feel a more confident player since Virgil van Dijk is in? Or? Ah. Yeah. I think Joel Martin will love that. Yeah. Yeah, good. So we should have brought them together. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah. But Virgil had to go to Celtic then. This is probably the same year. So, what was the question? Sorry.
Have you noticed anything different in Dejan?
No. Yes. Yeah. No, it's all good. I was not in doubt about him. Maybe I was the only one, but I was not in doubt about him, and so it's all good. They obviously have a good relationship, but with Joel and Raggy and Joe as well, so that's all cool. And yes, Virgil helped us, was 100%. The team helped him as well. He had to adapt to a lot of different things. He had difficult moments in different games, but he is on a good way to become a real man, to be honest. He is, how is that, very important for us. Really calm in different situations, and top quality, obviously. And I can imagine that it feels quite good to play next to him. Yeah, probably.
last few gentlemen here, and then we'll go on that side.
I'm just curious, in the final couple of days before you go into a big game like this, just on a psychological level, your team recently especially have looked like they play without any nerves or fear at all, but when you get to a game like this, do you have to work more with them on calm down, it's another game, or in some way to avoid that fear or fire them up in some way? What's usually your expectation with this team psychologically?
First of all, we had a lot of pressure in the last few weeks, and we had a lot of expectations because actually each game we drew, we wanted to win really desperately. That really, West Brom, I said all that rubbish after the game only because I was really angry that we didn't win it. Because I knew it will be difficult, so we had really pressure, and that's you can say it's different pressure, but it's pressure. Now, I'm not a psychologist, obviously, but the best advice then probably is most of the time yourself. If somebody would tell me now constantly that everything is different in the next game, then I would get nervous actually. I think really we came here in a way. We played football, we handled the situation, and we have to handle it as an opportunity because it is an opportunity, nothing else. And if you cannot go in a football game without knowing it's possible that you lose it. So I experienced much too often in my life that situation, but I'm still alive and still a happy person, so life goes on. So that's not the thing, but that doesn't make the moment better, to be honest. So we will try in a very positive way everything to bring the boys, to show the boys why it makes so much sense to be really brave in that game. That's what we did in all the other games. It was not easy to be brave against Man City. It was not easy to be brave against Rome, in both, here and there. And the boys did it. And always, as long as we did that, we were always really in the game. And the moment when we tried to defend the result a little bit, we were more or less out. That was not the only reason, but it was one reason. And that's it. We spoke a lot about different things over the year, and I don't think that I have to make now a 4.5-hour meeting and tell all the specifics, talk about all the specification of a final. So I'm in a good mood, to be honest. So I'm really looking forward to that game. I want to play it, and it's completely different, for example, to the Brighton game. I didn't want to play it. I thought I would buy a 1-0 and go home if they don't show up or something like that. This game I really want to play. And will be exciting.
Okay, I'm going to take the last two questions. Lady at the back, if we can get the microphone there, please, and then the lady at the front, and then there'll be the last two questions. Okay, yes.
Hi. Do you think that Salah is more important for Liverpool than Cristiano for Real Madrid?
I can already read the headline which my answer would create. Yeah, that's why I don't want to answer that question. No. Look, you can write a whole book about that importance of Mo Salah and Cristiano Ronaldo for their teams, without my saying. So that's cool.
Okay, and sorry, final question down the front. If you can just help us, get the microphone down, guys. Thank you. There we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Klopp, you talk about how you motivate the players, but at this point, like less than a week to the game, more than explaining tactics, more than studying the opponent, how big is the importance of doing the psychological work to get the players 100% focused just on the title dispute?
If we would not be in a strong place, psychological-wise, we would not be here. I'm not in doubt about that. What you do in a situation, if I would start now with completely new tactics and would give my players the feeling that I think with the football we played so far, we have no chance against Real Madrid, then I think you can make a lot of mistakes, but I don't think that you can do now, you turn now a season in a week, or you should try. We are strong. We are strong psychologically. We are strong. We face so many difficult situations we went through. We are, as a group, long together. A few only 9 months. A few 1 year and 9 months, 2 years and 9 months. So I'm really happy with the place we are in, and now we have to use it. And it's whatever you think about motivation, things like this. If I would start now to motivate them, if I would start now to be positive, I would start now to tell them how it works, then we would not be here. Then we are on holiday already, 100%. So we did a lot of good things together as a group. These boys can rely on their skills. So the only problem is the other team is pretty good as well. So, but that doesn't mean that anybody could know already how the game will end. It only means they are very good as well. So, and we have to try to play football, not more and not less. That's all. And no crazy things, doing the things we are good in, with full power. We had situation already in the Champions League campaign. They were not to defend. They were not to defend. Simple as that. If you bring that on the pitch again, there will be not to defend. But unfortunately, the opponent has as well qualities. That's all. We don't have to make it too big, but it's really big. It's really big, and but it's still something you can enjoy. And we will try all that, and we know what it would mean for all the people in Liverpool, all the Liverpool fans around the world, if we could do that. But first and foremost, the boys need to be in the right mood to perform the best they can, and that's my job. But I didn't start yesterday, or will start tomorrow. That's what we do since we are together.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Welcome.
Maybe do now the newspaper.